Hey folks, this is Alonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. And I bet you some of y'all didn't know I had a book out, did you? Well, I do. N.W.A. Not Without Alonzo, available on Amazon.com, $14.95. But also, there is a comic book, limited edition comic book, Hip Hop Family Tree, featuring yours truly, Alonzo in the middle, Dr. Dre, and Yella. Limited edition, only available on my website, LonzoWilliams.com. Now, if you want both books, the Hip Hop Family Tree and N.W.A., both of them $30. Go to my website, LonzoWilliams.com. In the comments, put your name and what you want me to say. I'll autograph and make sure it gets to your house right away. Both books, $30, autograph, LonzoWilliams.com. And if you're like me, you don't have time to sit down and read like I'd like to, but I love audiobooks. That's why I put my book, N.W.A. Not Without Alonzo, on audio. That's right, but it's available only on CD Baby. Why? Because I set every track, every story to music. So as you ride down the street, listening to the stories of West Coast hip hop, you got some fresh new tracks to bob your head to. Available only on CD Baby, N.W.A. Not Without Alonzo. Check it out, folks. Give you something to ride to. Peace. Hey folks, you're live with Alonzo once again, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, and I have another West Coast exclusive, folks. On the camera, on the other side of this screen right here, is a young lady, the leader of Klymaxx, the female group that tore up the 80s back in the day, y'all. Miss Cheryl Cooley, how you doing, darling?
I'm doing great. See, look, I got my shirt on just for you. Klymaxx.
I ain't mad at you. That's bad. I like that shirt. That's kind of nice there. How you been doing?
I've been doing good. I can't complain. Life is good.
I must assume you corona free over there.
Oh yeah, I don't mind the shut-in thing. I don't mind staying at home. I got plenty to do.
Okay.
I've been living in the same place for 37 years. I got a whole lot to do around here.
Now you about bad as me. You got me beat by about a year or two. I've been in my same house for about 35 years.
Right.
And the same, you never, when you're a homeowner, you never finish these son of a guns. Okay. It's always a new project to do. Either you try to upgrade something or something done broke.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Now, quick question: How did the quarantine affect your tour schedule?
Well, actually, it's interesting because our first show for 2020 was going to be the 26th of March, and then the quarantine started the 17th.
Wow.
So the show so far it's been postponed to August.
Okay.
We had a couple other shows with a domestic violence tour, and then they totally got wiped out. Wow. So I probably lost a total of maybe 5 shows so far.
Okay. Yeah. Now, who do you guys perform with most of the time? Now, who's your the action performer? Who do you like performing with? Put it that way.
Well, okay. Well, we always like to perform with Zap.
Okay, everybody.
With Lester and them, we always like to perform with Zap.
Okay. In fact, that's what gave me your phone number.
Oh, okay, yes.
Back in the day when I booked Zap at the Hollywood Park Casino, I said, I need an opening act. He said, man, call my girl Cheryl. And that's how we hooked up.
Yeah.
That's how we connected.
We still meet up with each other out there on the road. So they're real good people. They've always been good to Klymaxx.
Always.
I'm real appreciative of that. Yeah.
I was kind of blessed. I met him on the road as opening act for them one time. And I was mad. I don't want to go before Zap. No, man. No, I'm sorry. They wanted us to go after Zap. Ain't gonna be no stage left. Okay. And it was really a funny show for me because I met Kevin Nash, guy that's on KGLH. He was like 15 years old, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Kevin Nash on the radio. I met Kevin down there. We playing with Kool Moe Dee, Zap, somebody else, and the boys. And for some reason, Zap had to leave early.
Oh.
And they was gonna go on third, which was actually our slot. They put them on our slot and told us to close the show after Zap. Come on, man, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, okay? And it was so funny, man, because I forgot I met Kevin Nash. He said, man, when we hooked up again at Hollywood Park, I'm like, yeah, man, well, I've been knowing you for a while. And he reminded me, yeah, man, I was that dude at back in Lake Charles, Louisiana. That's his hometown. And here we are, 30 some odd years later. Everybody's still here, healthy, doing their thing, man. Baby, and I'm glad you taking our time to have this interview with us. Tell me how did Klymaxx start back in the 80s?
Oh gosh, it's almost like a fairy tale, because we didn't know each other before we got into that rehearsal room, and everybody really has their own story. I mean, one of the girls we got from putting an ad in back then, the recycler that had ads for bands, ads for refrigerators. Yeah, another. I would happen to be rehearsing in the same building that a couple of the girls were rehearsing, getting the band started, and they just busted into the rehearsal room and said, "Hey, you don't want to play with them, you want to play with us. We're Klymaxx. We're an all-female band." And I was like, "Oh my!" And then it's interesting because the lead vocalist, she had originally auditioned for Rolls Royce. And they told her that her voice was too strong for what they were looking for, so they referred her over to us. And so everybody really has their life story, how we just all of a sudden all wound up in the same rehearsal room and started jamming together and practicing. It was like, hey, this kind of sounds good, maybe we can keep this going and go out and get a recording contract. And then the interesting story about the recording contract is I was working at a bank. I had my regular job. I was working at a bank, and I was telling my supervisor about this all-female band I was with. And she said, all-female band, well, why don't you give me a demo tape and a picture, and I'll give it to my uncle. He's a producer for Peebo Bryson. His name is Johnny Pate. And so I said, well, okay, we'll get this demo tape together. And we gave it to him, and he listened to it, and he didn't like it.
What?
But let me just say one thing with that. When one door closes, another door opens.
That's right.
So he happened to be having lunch with one of the executives at Solar Records, Margaret Nash. And he said, I got this all-girl band. Here's their demo tape. They're not really that good, but, maybe you'll like it. She said, an all-female band. And she played it. She loved it. She came to see one of our rehearsals. And I'm telling you, we were signed to Solar Records within months. It was a fairy tale. I mean, Margaret came to see us, I think, in April, and we were signing a contract by June. So it was just that fast.